If you are looking to maintain a heart-healthy diet or simply want to know what is actually inside your bun, you should be wary of brands that rely on mechanically separated meats and chemical preservatives to mask low-grade trimmings.
From the cheapest store-bought Franks to high-end beef hot dogs with fancy labels. Today, I'm grilling and tasting every major hot dog brand that I could find.
Quick favor before we move on. If you appreciate this content, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 92% of viewers haven't subscribed yet. It's free and only takes a second, but it means the world to us. So did you subscribe already? Great. Thank you so much for your support. Now back to the video.
Not all hot dogs are created equal. Some are cookout legends and others should probably stay in the pack.
Here are 5 US hot dog brands you should avoid this year.
Fresh off the grill, no toppings, no distractions. Hot dog versus hot dog. I'm judging them based on flavor, texture, and value.
1. Bar S Classic Franks. Why number 1? Consistently ranked as one of the lowest quality options on the market, Bar S is a budget-first brand that often sacrifices nutritional integrity for its rock-bottom price point. Mystery meat composition. These Franks often lead with mechanically separated chicken and mechanically separated turkey, which are meat paste created by processing bones and scraps at high pressure.
Not really my thing. I think these are reserved for like people that don't eat beef and pork but still want to enjoy a cookout hot dog. Slightly above disgusting. Not bad. You guys want to try? You sure? Okay.
High sodium and fillers. A single Frank can contain over 550 milligrams of sodium, roughly 25% of the daily recommended limit. They are also heavily loaded with corn syrup and modified food starch to provide bulk, texture, and flavor. Reviewers frequently describe the texture as mushy or spongy, lacking the signature snap found in higher quality beef dogs.
That's about 12 cents per dog. Of course, these are made with chicken, pork, and God knows what else. Coming in at a very economical $1 for an entire pack of hot dogs. Tastes like a dog. A cheap one, but not necessarily a bad thing. I'm gonna give that a 2.6.
2. Ballpark Classic Original. Why number 2? While the Angus and beef lines from Ballpark are higher in quality, their standard classic Franks remain a nutritional red flag for health-conscious families. Corn syrup overload. Ballpark is notorious for listing corn syrup as one of its top ingredients. This adds unnecessary calories and a cloying sweetness that can clash with traditional savory toppings. Preservative heavy. These Franks utilize a cocktail of sodium phosphates, sodium erythorbate, and sodium nitrite to maintain their shelf life and pink color. The plump gimmick. While marketed as plumping when you grill them, this is often a result of high water and fat content expanding under heat, which can lead to a greasy, oily mouthfeel.
That pork makes a difference. It's a good dog right there. 3-3. But right here, chicken and pork Gwaltney got me through some tough times. Good crisp, good pop on the skin there.
3. Jennie-O Turkey Franks. Why number 3? Often marketed as a healthier alternative to beef, Jennie-O's standard turkey Franks are a prime example of how poultry does not always mean better for you. The sodium trap. To compensate for the lack of natural fat found in beef, turkey dogs are often pumped with extra salt. Jennie-O's Franks frequently contain more sodium per link than their beef counterparts. Mechanical separation. Like budget pork brands, these utilize mechanically separated turkey, which includes finely ground bone and cartilage particles that are filtered through a screen. Flavor profile. Consumers often note a metallic or bland aftertaste, requiring heavy amounts of condiments to make them palatable.
A lot of people say they like burnt dogs. I don't really want it burnt. I like a good charred bite on there, but I want it to be, you know, still enjoyable, not dried out and wrinkly. And I'm gonna go 2.5 on that. Not bad, but I think the chicken to pork ratio is less attractive on that one.
4. Sugardale Hot Dogs. Why number 4? Similar to their bacon products, Sugardale's hot dogs are designed for high volume, low-cost consumption, often at the expense of ingredient transparency. Sweet and oily. These Franks are known for an unusually sweet flavor profile due to high levels of dextrose and corn syrup. This sweetness can be overwhelming when paired with traditional relish or onions. Inconsistent texture, whether boiled, grilled, or fried, the interior of a Sugardale dog often remains soft and pasty. Low-grade trimmings. Industry experts categorize these among the utility tier of hot dogs, which utilize a higher percentage of fatty tissues and slaughterhouse byproducts than premium brands like Nathan's or Boar's Head. Corn syrup and dextrose, adding to the total carbohydrate.
Got like a bologna kind of vibe going. I'm gonna give that a 3-2. This looks like the hot dog has skin cancer. Got red dye 40 in it. I'm sure that's great for you. Here we go. Maybe it's delicious though. We'll see. Let me know in the comments if this is your thing so I can block you. Don't invite me to your cookout if you're serving these. As a matter of fact, just delete my number altogether.
5. KM beef and pork hot dogs. Why number 5? While a regional favorite in parts of the US, the mixed meat variety from KM suffers from an unbalanced nutritional profile compared to their all-beef specialty lines. Saturated fat density. The combination of beef and pork trimmings in this specific line leads to a significantly higher saturated fat count than all beef or uncured varieties. Hidden sugars. These franks often contain both corn syrup and dextrose, adding to the total carbohydrate count and increasing the risk of the casing charring or burning before the interior is heated through. Processing additives. They rely on potassium lactate and sodium diacetate as preservatives, which are safe in moderation but contribute to the ultra-processed nature of the food. The SNAP test. Why ingredients matter. When shopping for hot dogs in 2026, the gold standard is the SNAP.
We have Ballpark, the brand that I eat the most or have eaten the most throughout my lifespan. Classic, can't go wrong with Ballpark. Chicken and pork, really solid. Now, out of all the hot dogs I've ever eaten in my life, this one right here is probably the most common. So we got skin, adheres great. Got some good crust on it. I can kind of feel the texture. It's good. It almost tastes like a cured meat, like a pepperoni stick or something. It's good, like good flavor.
A hot dog should have a firm casing, natural or high-quality collagen that resists the bite before giving way to a juicy interior. Brands that fail this test, like Bar S and Sugardale, usually do so because they are overprocessed and lack the structural integrity of real muscle meat. Red flags on the label. Mechanically separated meat indicates the use of a slurry of meat and bone scraps. Corn syrup / dextrose. Added sugars that have no place in a savory sausage. Sodium nitrite. A preservative linked to long-term health risks. Look for uncured labels instead.